important hearing to consider legislative changes to the SBA's capital access programs. As I've mentioned before, access to credit and capital is critical to small businesses and to our American economy. During the past few years, we have seen the capital and credit markets fluctuate widely. Those changes are evident in the SBA's own lending statistics. In fiscal year 2007, the agency made approximately 90,000 loans worth over $14 billion through its 7A lending program. In fiscal year 2009, those figures are 44,000 and $9 billion. Some might say that credit was too available in 2006 and 2007. Today, the pendulum has swung completely in the opposite direction, with credit and capital too unavailable. Clearly, the economy must find an appropriate middle ground. In an effort to navigate an appropriate middle course, the SBA capital access programs can play a vital role. Those programs can fill gaps where conventional commercial credit and capital markets are not supplying funds to small businesses. Of course, those programs do no good if there are significant barriers to their utilization by lenders, investors, and small business owners. The bills being discussed today are designed to reduce impediments to their use by lenders, venture capitalists, and small businesses. This is a good start, and I hope to hear from our witnesses what additional changes are needed to unfreeze the capital and credit markets for small business owners. While I'm generally supportive of the bills before us today, I still have some concerns about some of the legislative proposals. I recognize that additional expenditures may be necessary to fix programs that are currently not functioning, but given the current budgetary constraints, the costs of some of the initiatives remain troubling. Furthermore, there may be some difficulties with implementation of some of the programs. I look forward to working with the chairwoman and the rest of the committee to resolve these issues in a bipartisan manner. It's important to recognize that the legislative actions we take in this committee are only a component of a broader strategy needed to revitalize the small business economy. With over 25 million small businesses in this country, improving the capital access program of the SBA will not cure the credit and access ills through which the economy is suffering. You must recognize that overly restrictive regulatory policies must be corrected in order to swing the pendulum back to an appropriate middle ground for the country's capital and credit markets. Congress must also not adopt policies that sap confidence of small business owners to invest in the growth of their enterprises. Imposition of additional costs, whether it's through cap and trade legislation or increased taxes to reform health care, will reduce confidence in small businesses to take the economic risks needed to grow their enterprises. If Congress takes an approach that improves access to capital and SBA programs on one hand and then turns around through increasing operating costs in small businesses on the other hand, then Congress will have not accomplished a whole lot. Again, I want to thank the chairwoman for holding this hearing and our witnesses for being here today. I know you've taken time out of your busy schedules and in some cases traveled a long ways, and we appreciate that very much.
Does any member wish to be recognized for the purpose of making an opening statement?